Dad, what about me makes you proud?
Anna, I'm so proud of so many things. I'm proud of your passion. I'm proud of your intelligence and your beauty. I'm proud of how you are so determined to accomplish something right from monkey bars.
Dad, what about me are you proud of?
Well, there are a number of things, Brian. The first thing I would say is that I like your warmth. I like your big smile. I like it when you're enjoying something and you're laughing and I just feel a real sense of warmth. You have a warmth toward people. You know, like I tend to be more of a loner.
Yeah.
And you know how my wife affected me. She was so loving and so charismatic in a way.
Yeah.
And she taught me a lot about the need to understand people and to relate to their problems. But you do too, because you go to people. When I hold back a little bit, you go to people and you talk to them and you find out things about them, about their families, and then I can join in, you know. Sometimes I join into the conversations that you start, but you have to start them because I'm not that kind of an outgoing person, right?
Right.
Dad, what about me are you proud of?
Well, a lot of things, I guess. You went through high school and didn't give any trouble, and you had a lot of peer pressure, you know, going through high school, and you never really gave your mom or I any problems. You respected us and the house that you lived in, and then after you graduated, you got a job working a pipeline and had a lot of, you know, pressure there too with, you know, people, you know, using drugs and alcohol, and you seemed to, you know, manage through all that good. And so you work hard, you saved your money, fixed up a house, and so there's lots of things that I'm proud of you.
What about me makes you proud?
Well, when I came into your life, the beginning was rough, but then once we got to know each other, the love was mutual, the respect was mutual. And you're not my stepdaughter, you're my daughter, because you have been my daughter for 32 years. And you made me very, very, very proud. You looked after yourself. You never asked for anything. You put yourself through college. You needed help with the car. Your mother and I helped you with that. You never, ever disappointed anybody. And that made me very, very proud of you. And not just that. Overall, as a mother with your two kids, and the type of wife that you are, and how loving and caring you are with one another.
What about me, Dad, makes you proud?
You're a very, very, very caring person. You care about your mom, you care about me, you care about your friends and your neighbors and your animals.
I do, yes.
And just other people in general. You're always up there to help out anybody that you want to help out. and you're awesome, I think. You're awesome.
Dad, what about me are you proud of?
Well, I, like with Clayton, I mean, you put the Lord first in your life. That's probably number one for me. And you work hard. You went to Bible school. That's something that was the first really that someone was able to do in our family. So it really made me proud when we went to school, PRBI, and you got a job, you know, working, save money, and you just are a hard worker too. And just watching you growing in the church was nice. And just a special girl, and proud to call you my daughter.
I saw a little girl on the monkey bars yesterday, and I thought of you just absolutely making sure that you were going to make it from one end to the other, and now you're doing the same thing, only with your whole life. And I am so proud every time you tell us the new crazy thing that you're going to do.
I'm proud of you that you live for the Lord and accepted Him as your personal Savior. And so there's lots of things that I'm proud of you about. Yeah.
Became a Christian, and that made me very proud of you. And then when you invited me to come to this church, this particular church, I've been here ever since. And it has changed my life, and that's changed me. And I'm very proud of that fact, but it all happened because of you. And I thank you for that. I have a lot to be thankful for. Your love, your caringness, your kindness, and always thinking about me. And I thank you for that.
That's probably what makes me most proud of you. You're well to your family, and you're good for doing usually whatever you say you're going to do, except when you get too busy. Anyway, yeah, there you go.
I appreciate your loyalty. When I was in the hospital with a broken hip, and you and Mark came to me every day except one, and you visited, and that took a lot of sacrifice because you know the Edmonton is 60 miles away. I appreciated you guys. Your guys' loyalty. I appreciate the way that you're willing to help. Now that I'm getting older, and I need a bit of physical help and stuff, and need you to get things for me. You're always willing to do that.
But Michelle, how do you feel after 32 years about me?
Oh boy. For yourself. In any job that you ever did, any job that you put your hand or your mind to, you had very high standards. You always strove to do the very best job that you could possibly do, and because you were so skillful at it, you did it like nobody else could. And I always admired that about you, and it inspired me to look at what I did with my life and to try and do the very best that I can do.
You're a hard worker, and you provide for your family, and look after everybody, and you're selfless and kind, and you show the Lord's love through your actions and how you raise your family and how you treat people. You're very generous, and you've raised us well, and you've taught us by example how to be God-fearing and good people, and love you so much.
Anna, what about me are you grateful for?
Oh goodness. I'm grateful that you love Jesus, that you weren't afraid to let us know that you love Jesus, and that it wasn't about what we did, but it was about, did we know who God was? And that it was so obvious that you loved God.
I'm thankful for your hugs. I'm thankful for all the time that you gave to us as a family, to me personally, to my kids, everything. The many times, like for example, the many times that you came to my rescue. Like that one day, I think I locked my keys in the car 2 or 3 times the same day. And every time I asked you to come and save me, you just greeted me with a big smile, like it was the funniest thing that ever happened.
I'm thankful for your patience with me and your long suffering and your understanding, general good-natured, willingness to pick up something from the beginning and start over.
Mm-hmm.
I also admired how personable you are and how friendly and how outgoing you are and how you can strike up a conversation with somebody in a grocery line, and people who are observing it would probably think you knew the person for at least 5 years, but you've just met them and people just warm up to you most of the time, just automatically, because you're so open and so friendly. I've always admired that about you, and it's helped me to come out of my shell a little bit and to be a little bit more like that, even though I'm not really designed to be quite as outgoing as you are. But I always loved that about you.
Okay.
So I get to ask you a question now.
Yeah.
Okay. What about me are you grateful for?
Many things from my dad. So I start crying. He has always been there for me and in our family, and my sister, and yeah, he's always there. He's always there to help, and he's, I guess, a lot like me, I suppose, because always caring, and I'm grateful that he's caring, because I work with a lot of families whose parents don't care and could give a monkeys about their kids. And yeah, I'm pretty lucky kid, because my whole childhood actually lots of kids' parents weren't there for them, and mine always were.
Well, for one, he's a hard worker, and he's always put us first, and he's raised us to love the Lord. And there's too many things to list off, to be honest.
I'm grateful that you dream big dreams for me, for all of us. Yeah, that I've never once thought that there was something that you didn't think I could do.
The thing is that your generosity with your time, you always will step in and help somebody when you know that you can. And you don't hesitate, you just do it. Like one time when we had problems with our power line coming away from our house, and you came out in a blizzard and snowstorm and the roads were terrible, but you came anyway to see if you could help us with it. And when you couldn't actually do the work yourself, you found somebody who could help us with it, and it got dealt with. And stuff like that you've done many times.
Your spiritual walk has shaped me in that it's shown me how to trust in the Lord and to rely on Him wholly.
So yeah, and I'm grateful that, you know, Dad kept us on the right path, mostly, and that he's always been able to just
I'm thankful for the grace and the mercy that you gave me. When I would make mistakes, you supported me. You were supportive. And you would say, if you're not making mistakes, you're not doing anything. And that was very encouraging to me. It gave me the freedom to make mistakes in my life and not feel like it was the end of the world.
I learned that from my dad. He considers revival a very important thing in our society today. And I ultimately learned that from following his example.
I'm grateful that you love Mom with abandon. It's so obvious to tell how much you love Mom, especially when she's not there. And how inspiring that is to me to see how to be loved and how to love.
I also just want to thank you for the way that you have loved and cared for my mom in the years that you were together. And I know that you added so much happiness and so much more to her life. And so thank you so much for the way you cared for her and brought so much quality to her life.
I am grateful for the fact that you love adventures, because I also love adventures, and you've inspired that in me, the sense of home. I'm grateful for the sense of home that you've given me, where I know that I can go adventuring as far as the end of the world, maybe beyond that, and still have a place to come home to, no matter how the adventure ends. That sense of safety is, I don't have words for how grateful I am for that.
I'm thankful, Dad, for you coming into my life at a time when I thought I didn't need a dad, and for being a dad to me, and for showing me how important a dad is in a daughter's life.
It's an understatement to say how thankful I am to have him as my father.
I'm thankful for this gift that you gave me. Not only because it's jewelry, but it's because of what it says on it. And it says, "For my daughter, even though you're not my blood, I love you as if you were." And I remember tearing up when you gave this to me, and I will cherish it for the rest of my life.
I'm just grateful that he's still here with us as well, because he's had a few health issues. And so I'm just grateful that he believes in the Lord, and that us kids grew up believing as well, and that he's still here with us.
I couldn't really picture life without him. Just, we had the peace of God, but you just took one day at a time to really think about what it would be like if it would be back.
I love you.
That's my kitten, just tipped over my water. So I'm grateful that maybe my dad gave me some patience along the way, not to completely lose my mind over the little things.